During the 16th day of the first lunar month of 1112 AD in the Song Dynasty's Bianliang, which is today's Hunan province, the sky was lit by the flight of flocks of cranes, which remained hovering over the palace. At the time, the Song dynasty was deeply concerned about possible foreign aggression, while its 8th emperor, Song Huizong, placed all his hopes on the deities, constantly expecting favorable omens that would bless his domains with eternal stability. Ancient Chinese considered cranes to be sacred birds of good omen. They had become worthy of such reputation. During the 6th year of Song Huizong's reign, a flock of them had appeared over the palace, giving great comfort to the emperor's heart. Emperor Song Huizong, although proving himself a careless ruler, had emerged as a talented calligrapher and painter. It took him only a few months to complete his masterpiece, Auspicious Cranes. Painted over a 51 centimeter wide and 138 centimeters long piece of silk, Xuan de Men acts as its backdrop to 18 cranes that fly over the top half of the painting. Each seems to display a different posture with a liveliness that seems to lift them up towards us. On the bottom half of the painting, 2 cranes settle on the roof ridge, one on the left, the other one on the right. One stretches its neck as if singing, while the other is turning its gaze away from us. Emperor Song Huizong has employed all of his creativity in his depiction of the auspicious cranes. The emperor had a penchant for birds, his own palace breeding his beloved cranes. He had spent entire days next to the cranes' cages in careful contemplation, becoming intimately familiarized with their shapes and postures. It is hardly surprising that he would produce such a lifelike depiction of them in his auspicious cranes. Nonetheless, his auspicious omens could hardly redeem the bad times his reign faced. 15 years after the completion of his painting, on 1127 AD, the Jin armies captured Bianling, obliterating the Northern Song dynasty and taking both Song Huizong and his son Song Qinzong prisoners. The painting of auspicious cranes would soon find its way amongst the people. Following the different seals that have been stamped upon the painting, we can trace its history. First, during the 13th century, it was kept by Hu Hengjian of the Yuan dynasty. With the arrival of the 14th century and the Ming dynasty, it fell into the hands of the famous collector Xiang Yuanbian. Only until the 18th century did it return to imperial hands, those of Emperor Qianlong of the Qing dynasty, whose own imperial seal is stamped on the painting. As the 1920s arrived, the last emperor of the Qing dynasty, Puyi, took auspicious cranes amongst his 1,200 cultural relics to Changchun, the capital of his new kingdom, Manchukuo. In August 1945, as Puyi attempted to smuggle some of the relics to Japan, he was captured. Amongst the confiscated treasures was the painting of auspicious cranes. Since then, the masterpiece's drift from place to place has come to an end. It is now exhibited at the Liaoning Provincial Museum. Emperor Song Huizong's auspicious cranes is one of the masterpieces of Chinese painting, not least for being one of the few pieces drawn from the emperor's own brush that are conserved in modern times. It is a veritable national treasure.